Welcome to my next Lost Season 6 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important. If you aren't caught up to the point where I am, a rewatcher, you're watching Lost, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention, as well as put in the description. If that happens to be the case, fine. If you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this detailed review any further to avoid any potential spoilers. And full disclosure, I've already watched Lost 3 other times. It's in my top 5 favorite TV shows of all time. So join me on the journey, along with the legendary Crazy Coffee Man, who's actually watching Lost for the very first time, in the comments section to discuss this awesome and amazing show. I don't want you to spoil anything past this episode in this video. So with all that said, this will be Lost, Season 6, Episode 15. The title of this episode is called Across the Sea, and this will be my review reaction recap after just finishing watching the episode. About 2 millennia before the crash of Oceanic 815, a woman named Claudia surfaces from the ocean and clings to the remains of a ship. She looks around and sees an island. Eventually, she is washed ashore, and as she struggles to her feet, her red dress reveals her advanced pregnancy. The beach is, it's got debris all over from a shipwreck. She makes her way to the island, makes her way inland, and drinks from a stream. As she drinks, she is startled to see a woman reflected in the water. The woman takes Claudia to her camp, feeds her, and treats her injuries. The two have a conversation in Latin, and the woman answers Claudia's questions, telling her that she is alone and that she also arrived by accident. Claudia begins to ask many questions, to which the woman finally responds that every question Claudia asks will only lead to another question, and suggests that Claudia should just rest and be grateful she is alive. Claudia says she wants to look for other survivors from her boat, but the woman firmly denies it, saying that if there are other survivors, she will find them. Moments later, Claudia goes into labor with the woman acting as a midwife. A beautiful boy whom Claudia names Jacob is delivered, and then another boy is born who doesn't get a name, the man in black, or this time the boy in black, I guess. Claudia says that she had only picked one name. The woman cares for the babies, and then in the light and dark material with concern. When Claudia asks to see the second boy, the woman only says, "I'm sorry," and then kills Claudia with several blows to the left side of her head with a rock. The boy in black finds an Egyptian game on the beach. Jacob runs up to him, and the boy in black tells him about what he found. He explains that it is a game and that he just knows how to play. He agrees to play with Jacob, but only if Jacob doesn't tell their mother, because he believes she will take the game away from them. Mother is working at her place and asks Jacob whether he loves her. He says he does, and says, "Then tell me what happened." She joins the boy in black on the beach, and he immediately guesses that Jacob told her about finding the game. Mother says that Jacob doesn't know how to lie. She tells the boy in black that he is special. She says that she left the game for him. The boy in black says that he thought it may have come from somewhere else across the sea. She tells him that there is nowhere else, and the island is all there is. The boy is what dead means. His mother says that it is something that he will never have to worry about. The boys chase a boar, but are surprised when it is killed by 3 hunters. The twins run home and demand an explanation as to who these people are from their mother. They're the Hostiles, I'm guessing. She says that these men are not like them because we are here for a reason. The boy in black insists on knowing what that reason is. Mother blindfolds the boys and leads them into the jungle. She tells them that the other people are dangerous because they come, they fight, they destroy, they corrupt, and it always ends the same. She tells the boys that she has made it so they can never hurt each other. Mother removes their blindfolds and they turn and see a cave with a stream running into it. The cave emits a glowing golden light. She tells them that the reason they are on the island. She tells them they must never enter the cave. The boy in black says that it is beautiful. She agrees and tells them that a little bit of the same light that is in the cave is inside every man, but that people always want more. Mother says that while the other people can't take the light, they might try, and if the light goes out, the hearer goes out. here it goes out everywhere. Mother has protected the place, but she can no longer. She can no longer can. It will have to be one of the twins who protects it. While the boys are playing the game, the boy in black tells Jacob that he can't make a move because it is against the rules. He says that one day Jacob can make up his own game, and then everyone will have to follow his rules. The boy in black notices the appearance of Claudia in a short distance away, bathed in light. Jacob does not see her, and his twin excuses himself to go follow. Why isn't the twin have a name? Why can't we know his name? I heard rumors that his name was Seth at one point, but I don't think it's ever clarified in the actual show. Claudia explains to Jacob, or to the boy in black, that Jacob cannot see her because she is dead. She takes him to a place on the other side of the island and shows him a settlement. She says the people came from across the sea 13 years ago. She tells him that she is his real mother and Jacob's mother too, and that she comes from across the sea. The boy in black wakes Jacob up in the middle of the night and urges Jacob to come with him to join the people in the village. He tries to explain to Jacob that the people in the village are their people and that Mother lies about everything, that she doesn't love them, and that she is not even our mother. Jacob flies into rage and punches the boy in black repeatedly in the face. Mother separates them as Jacob cries out that his brother is leaving and going to the other people. The boy in black says that he is going home across the sea and that she killed his real mother and that they don't belong here. He pleads with Jacob to come with him. Jacob chooses to stay with Mother. Mother tells the boy in black that whatever he has been told, he will never be able to leave the island. He says that one day he will prove that that is not true. Jacob joins Mother on the beach. She admits to killing his real mother and explains that had she lived, she would have taken the boys back to the bad people and that she needed Jacob to stay good. Jacob asks why she loved his brother more, and she says that she loved each of them in different ways. Jacob agrees to stay with her for now. Jacob has finished a piece of cloth on the loom. Mother claims tiredness as she grinds herbs. Jacob goes to the other side of the island and observes his brother working at a project with other people. He goes down to the man in black. Now we're in the current, they're older now, and they talk over a game of Senet. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it. The man in black tells Jacob that Mother may be insane, but she is right about his people being bad. He says that they are greedy, manipulative, untrustworthy, and selfish. He explains that he stays with them as means to an end, that is, to leave. The man in black reveals to Jacob that he has found a way off the island. He throws his dagger wildly and it's attached to the stone blocks of a well. He talks about the way metal behaves strangely at certain sites around the island and that has suggested a way off the island. The man in black asks Jacob to join him, but Jacob says that the island is his home and he doesn't want to leave. The man in black says it is not his home. Jacob tells Mother that his brother has found a way to leave. Mother goes to see him and sees that other people have dug a well. After they leave, she enters the well and finds him working. The man in black welcomes her coolly and explains how he has searched the island and has not once come close to finding the cave. He tells her that he then thought about another way to get to the light. He tells Mother that the people have some very interesting ideas about what to do with the light. She gives a look of alarm at the knowledge these people now have. He shows her that he has found a way to dig into the light that exists beneath the parts of the island. He dislodges a stone, allowing a light to stream into the cave. The man in black has constructed a wheel, and he begins to dig a large hole into the wall of the well and uses it and water to construct a mechanism which will allow him to leave the island. Mother asks how he knows these things, and with hatred and sarcasm, he replies that he knows all of this because he is special. Mother feigns a goodbye hug, and while saying that she is sorry, she cracks his head against the brick wall beneath the fixture. Mother returns to Jacob and takes him into the glowing cave. She tells Jacob that he is going to protect it now. Jacob asks what is inside the cave, and Mother says life, death, rebirth. It's the source, the heart of the island. She asks him to promise that he will never go down there because To do so would be much worse than dying. She pours some wine from a flask into a silver cup, making an incantation as she does so. She says that in drinking the wine, he accepts the responsibility of protecting this place for as long as he can, and then to find a replacement. He is unwilling and is saddened at becoming her successor by default, as she had always favored his brother. She admits she was wrong and that it should have been him all along. Jacob drinks. Mother tells him, "Now you and I are the same." The man in black wakes. His well is wrecked and filled in. He sees smoke afar. He finds the village destroyed and all of his people dead. Examining the rubble, he finds and takes his game. Now charred from the fire, he staggers around in frustration and anger. Jacob and Mother are returning home. Jacob says that a storm is coming. Mother agrees and sends Jacob off for firewood. She asks him to be careful, but does not reply when he says that he will see her back home. At Mother's camp, the loom is wrecked and the camp is in disarray. Mother finds the game she had left for the boy in black 30 years before laying on the ground. She raises the black playing piece as she is run through from behind by the man in black's dagger. With tears in his eyes, the man in black addresses her as Mother and asks why she wouldn't let him leave. As she dies, she says, "Because I love you. Thank you." Jacob returns and sees what his brother has done and attacks him as he did as a 13-year-old. He drags his brother through the jungle. The man in black reminds him that Jacob cannot kill him. Jacob replies that he has no intention of killing him. He brings him to the glowing cave and throws him down the stream toward the mouth of the cave. The man in black hits his head on the rock and goes limp. Then he is sucked in. Moments later, the smoke monster bursts through the cave and disappears into the jungle. Jacob washes himself at a stream and he sees his brother's broken body draped over branches out nearby. He hugs him tearfully. Jacob carries the body back home and finds tool jewels and places them in a pouch. He lays his mother and the man in black's body side by side in the pouch in the man in black's hand. Centuries later, 7 days after the crash of Oceanic 815, we've seen this scene before. Jack and Kate discover the corpses inside the cave as well as the black and white stones. John Locke calls the pair our very own Adam and Eve, and that's what ends this episode of Lost. So, I don't like this episode as much because it takes away from our characters, aside from cameos from Jack and Kate and Locke, which we've already seen that scene back in season 1 of Lost. But I'll give it a 6.3 out of 10. I don't really like the fact that we don't know what the man in black's name is. And I'll give the character of the episode to Mother. Although I did like Claudia. I mean, you could give it to Jacob, you could give it to the man in black, but I'll give it to Mother. She was a vindictive person. It doesn't make sense to me why she killed Claudia, I guess, because she thought that Claudia would go send him back to those people. I don't know, but you've heard everything that I have to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of Lost and want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please make sure that you Hulk smash the like button, share the video with a friend, put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode of Lost. Remember, you'll be interacting with me and the legendary Crazy Coffee Man. What would be your score? Who would you choose as a character or characters of the episode? Not much to choose from here. And then last, but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel. Help me get over 100K subscribers. Yes, I know I set my goals high. Join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And you never know what you're going to see on JDev TV.